This is Will Homer here going over AMC. Had a great day with the stock today. Ran up about 7%. Right now it's trading around 519 after hours, roughly about 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Eastern Standard Time. Looks like we weren't able to break through that 535, 537 mark, which is what I was looking for today. After breaking 516, luckily volume came through and carried us over. But what wound up happening is we bumped our heads right at that mark, and it looks like we're going to be making our way back down to test our breakout zone, which is pretty common for AMC. It does it on a normal basis. Any area of breakout typically leads to a retest before the next move can potentially happen. The way this, with obviously with the stock being so heavily manipulated and volume being pretty much suppressed on most time frames, I expect this thing to come down most likely to around that 516 mark and hopefully find support. If it doesn't find support, we're looking at 513, and if it fails there, I'd expect us to go somewhere down towards the $5 mark for a possible bounce. If you watched, if you're able to catch my video yesterday, I did talk about how 516, 513 was more of a point of control for the stock, and things would potentially either move up faster or slow down pretty quickly if we can hold and maintain above those levels. The way they like to move the stock, obviously, is by bleeding it out little by little. If a top has been hit, and right now after hours, you're looking at about a 1.34% drop ever since the close of day, which was about 524. So I expect this thing again to come down, try to retest, and if we can't hold those areas, it's probably going to come down a little bit deeper. Next levels harmonically I have here roughly around 471. If we can't go ahead and hold that area at 513. So this is off of a bearish bat pattern. So let's see. Take a look at the longer time frame to see what possibilities we have. We are still within that broadening top pattern that we mentioned in the last video. Broadening top is basically a B, C, D, E pattern. I'm gonna go and hide the indicators for the time being, just to get a better look at it. And we can see that at the close, or the tops, I should say, of our last run, it's up to about 853. We've come back down on a partial decline. Did test the uptrend that we mentioned yesterday, which is the uptrend of the last 2 years that we built since the lows back in January of 2021. Played the inside up and down, A, B, C, D, and we're looking to make the E move very shortly. Volume started to kick back in roughly a couple days ago after we got the Allegheny news that there was denial on the lawsuit, and basically it's pushed back up ever since, roughly about from lows, roughly about a 44% move. Not too bad. So 44% move since the lows of roughly about 370. Now, if we continue to hold up here, I think we're going to have a really positive move. The descending broadening wedge pattern that's been formed ever since the tops, since the June run up, is very, very close. We're actually moving really close towards that. If we get into the high fives, I can see us breaking in and starting to move toward the upside. But we have catalysts that are in place for the next couple of weeks. The reverse split should be taking place at the end of the month. Hopefully, if everything continues to go right, I can see an influx of volume coming through in the next couple of days. And from there, we also have earnings at the beginning of May. So be careful with the options that you go into. If you're going to play them short. If you got in and you got in today, make sure you take your profits and watch out for spots to be profitable. Watch out for the bull traps, because they do exist on the stock on a consistent basis. The main levels I see that we need to break in the short term are going to be at 575, 537. So I'll start, 537, 575, then 613. We start to break those areas, we'll start to see some real movement on the stock in the next couple of days or a couple of weeks. So just stay diligent on this one. Keep a lookout on any news that comes up with Adam Aaron or whatever's happening there. But once the details are in, take your positions and hold on. All right, so we'll check back in on AMC and see how things are looking for tomorrow. Stay tuned. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, comment any questions and things that you would like me to look over, and hope to see you guys soon.